Hi ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Nate and the Mutts here with a young little friend called Miss Griffin. She just looks, I know, she's a little apprehensive. We haven't met, so you can see the stress licks, the things. I'm just throwing out a positive association. This just happens to be Smackos. As you know, if you've watched videos, I don't use food as a reward 90% of the time, but when it's a brand new environment, doing a new task or things, it's a good positive. Good girl, I know. So we're just going to leave this video running. I'll put in other pictures.
Yep.
Oh, I might be able to
Yep, sit it up
put
wherever
it
you
up
need
there. Good girl. Hello.
to. Come on, Bubba.
It's all good.
Goofy.
Good girl. What we do is I'm looking for those licks, so when she licks really quickly, just doesn't come out over her nose, that little tiny bit. She's saying she wants to interact,
Okay.
but she's too scared at that time to do it.
Yep.
So this is just giving her another object with different smells.
Yep.
Because they use their nose to see the world first,
Yep.
when she's engaging her nose, that's taking away a bit of her fear. She's allowing herself to be vulnerable and sniff and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
Good girl. Oh, very brave.
You're a big soupy la.
Good girl.
Yeah, you are.
So I'm just going to get you to stand up with me for a second, Di.
Yep.
Good girl. It's okay. So what we're going to do, the way that I get people to meet their dogs, now she's probably not going to come over, which is fine. It's not what we need to do, but we're just going to show a thing. So if you put your hand on top of mine and come over near here, we're going to let her come to us. We're not going to go over towards her.
Yep.
We're going to stay here. I'm going to crouch down a little bit. Good girl. Right, and tell her good when she comes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Come on, Goofy.
Oh, very good.
Come on, Goofy.
girl.
Good. Oh, good sitting. Very good.
Girl.
Good girl, Goofy.
Good.
Oh, good girl. That was very brave.
Come on,
Good
Bubba.
girl.
Very good. Good girl. That little low tail wag is apprehension. A dog that's going to bite, not saying she will wag its tail. Very similar to a dog that's happy. Good girl.
Yeah. Who's a
Excellent.
brave girl
Oh,
now?
good, brave girl.
Hey, hello.
Good girl.
Come on, Bubba.
Very good.
Come on, Goofy. Come on.
Good girl. You want to smell this? Oh, good, brave girl. Very good. So I'm just going to stand up. She'll react a little bit now. I've just got a bad neck and back.
That's okay.
So we're going to take half a step to your left. Good girl. Yep, just there, that's fine.
Are you going to swap collars?
No.
No, good.
Just giving her a sniff for now.
Yep.
Giving her positive things. So put your hand out for me. Oh, good in your house.
Come on, Goofy.
Very good. It's like a Hansel and Gretel thing.
Yeah.
Sweet.
She, well, quite often in that, well, she'd go through a stage in that where, you know, you'd open the back door to call her in,
Yeah.
and she'd just stand there, and she just would not come through.
Yeah.
And that, you know,
Good lay down.
good girl.
Very good lay down. Good girl. Yeah, it's just a fear response. The same sort of thing, flight or fight.
Yeah.
So basically, she's doing everything really good. You can sit back down again, Di. We'll give her another go in a second.
Yep.
I can't see any of that. It's,
And I can get her to, like, just with a bone, and or a biscuit, I should say, and that come out without even saying anything. She will sit.
Yep.
I'll go like that, and she'll drop.
Yep.
I'll turn my hand around, and that because she'll wait, turn my hand around, and then she'll take it. So she does have some manners there.
Oh yeah, yeah. And they all sort of do it. It's just their way of figuring out how we live. Like I don't do so much of the trick training or the this, that, or the other. Maybe it is the behaviour, and as long as they'll come, they'll sit, they'll stay. Everything else is not important. Because if there's a pizza, if there's a cat, a kid, a car, but they'll come and they'll sit and they'll stay and lay down.
Yeah.
And they'll do those things. Everything else is gravy. Oh no, it is, isn't it? We'll
Yeah.
get you some more treats.
Yeah. The come and stay business.
Yeah, I just in my world, what I've got like is a system in which I understand the dog's biggest fear is to be left alone.
Yes,
Attached
and
big-
she does suffer from separation
Yeah, yeah.
anxiety.
And it's even worse for mine and the ones that come in my world because I'm on a pension busted out with the middle of nowhere, so they got me nearly all the time.
Yeah.
Good girl. Oh, you're being very brave.
Good girl.
That one's a bit hard, isn't it? Sorry.
You're our bulldog, are you?
What was that?
You're our bulldog, are you?
I don't want to say just because I'm videoing this,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
but out towards Calwinia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Um,
fair enough.
Yeah, just because I've got animals on the property and people.
That's fine.
But I'll tell you when I turn it off in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Good girl. So basically, they've just got to have an understanding of a cat's biggest fear is to be told what to do, and a horse's biggest fear is to be in an enclosed space.
Yep.
So by knowing her fear, she gets an option, same as all of them, to whether she wants to growl at, not so much growling. If dogs don't growl, they'll bite. So when they growl, they're just telling you something. So it's something, good dog, thank you, what's your problem?
Yep.
If they're growling at another dog because it jumps on the bed, they get off. Whoever, good girl. I know, just moving my hand. They get off the bed and they lose us, and then they work their way back. So it's like a green means they can keep doing what they want, but come back to me.
Yep.
Orange means they go to a timeout spot, and red means they go to an outside timeout spot away from me. Very good. Very good. Very brave. Very good. Yeah. I know. Other puppies barking too. Good girl. See you in a minute.
Settle down.
I'm going to take her for a bit of a walk, just around the backyard.
Good luck
She
with
doesn't lead very well.
Sorry. Good girl.
Good girl.
Very good.
Good girl.
She's trying.
I think the jacket would be part of it.
Yeah, take that off. Glasses are another one too.
Hats, she's not real big on.
Good girl.
But yeah, anything that makes you bigger, I think, kind of intimidates her a bit.
And it's pretty common. It's a pretty common thing.
Yeah.
I normally have a big cowboy sort of hat and thing on too.
Yep.
Good girl. Oh, yeah, that'll be the puppy internet. That'll be the puppy internet. Good girl.
All that wee mum.
Well, because of that dog and the cats, they scent you.
Yeah.
And everywhere I go, it's normally boots or different whatnot things. But that jacket has had cats and dogs and horses and good
You know
girl. Very good. I know, you're being very good. My hand's caught in you. It does that. Good girl. Very good. Very brave.
Good girl. Good girl. Oh, them lollies.
Good girl.
Good girl. Cricket.
So I'm just going to get you one more time, Di. We're going to go and stand over near the lead. Put your hand on top.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright. It's just the reason that when the dogs meet, when they meet it, they're coming through someone they know and trust to meet someone unknown. Good
Come on,
girl. Oh, very brave. Thank you for the kiss.
Good girl.
Very good. And it just gives them the confidence because they know that you're sort of backing them up.
Yeah, good girl, Bubba. Good girl, Goofy.
Very brave.
Good girl, Goofy.
Thank you.
Oh, what a good girl.
Yeah, she's very she's gentle.
Yeah, so basically with her, it's just her getting the understanding of, with the new place, like she's not as big as I thought she was going to be.
Oh, that's good.
She's 31 and a half kilos, and that according to the vet the other week.
Yeah, that'd be about right. At home I've got a bull Arab Calliope, and she'd be probably 35.
Wow.
Cody, a wolfhound, and she'd be probably 50.
Wow.
Banjo, my cattle dog, should be probably 30, but he's probably 40 as well. Good girl.
I mean, she is. She's a beautiful, beautiful dog.
Yeah.
And that, but we just can't risk Cricket's life with her.
Good girl.
And there is ways to be able to fix it, but in the reality of doing it for a lot of people is thousands of consults. Once the people lose the trust or the faith, because dogs, the next thing I say is going to sound a little weird, but it's true. Dogs actually understand our thoughts. And what I mean by that is, when we have a thought, whether it's our favourite event in the world or our saddest event in the world, both of those thoughts have a physiological response in our body. So we can cry, our heart rate will increase, respiration and things
Yep.
along those lines.
Yep.
So those thoughts also release hormones from your pituitary gland and your hypothalamus. And those hormones go into the air and make like an area, good girl, thank you, make an area around us, like an aura sort of thing. And that's how animals can detect seizures because it's that one chemical reaction that they
Yep.
know has a
And
negative
it's the
response.
same thing. They know when you're sad.
100%.
Yeah.
That's right. And
Yeah.
that
They know
comes
when
from-
you're happy.
Cricket, no.
And it comes from that physiological response because I do it on a site like I've understood it for ages, but I have to explain it to vets and people in scientific ways.
Yeah, yeah.
And the physiological response makes sense. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
definitely.
Because once we do that, we have different hormones released. Thank you for the kiss as well. Different hormones that are released when we are happy, you know, and the different things. Good shake. So what that was just then, that shake was her telling me that she was over the first event. Now that was me coming here meeting. When they shake from head to tail, they're ready to move on.
Okay.
So basically, they can just that quick shake again,
Yeah.
and that can change in an instant, right,
Okay.
as well, because they're okay now, and that worries me.
Yeah.
But they're saying that they're willing to interact in doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't drink when they're really, really like in high level adrenaline or
Yeah,
worried and stuff, because whilst they're drinking, their tongue and their mouth is vulnerable. They can't defend themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good girl. You're being
Cricket.
very brave.
Yeah. Should be looking for a rat.
Got my borrow cricket. Good girl. Oh, I'll get some more stuff. I had a car accident years ago. I had to learn to walk again. Thank you. And that was all good. Now it's good. Took me a couple of years, but that's why I lived out in the woods and away from the world.
Yep.
One of the reasons. And and it's just bending over and standing up. Like I don't. Oh, the other thing. You can tell people I've helped you with the dog. Don't tell them that I've taken it, right,
Okay.
initially,
No,
just
yep.
because I end up with thousands of
Yep.
people.
Yep.
I'm taking another one from a guy for a couple of months on Monday, but his one's cranky. I knew she's not going to be an issue.
Oh, good.
And all the ones what I've got at home, and once again, she'll be inside in the shed in her own little area at night. When she's silly, she'll go to that area and things. But then they also go there when they're happy.
Okay.
It's a place where
Yeah.
they make a decision on. I'll say that they get a choice. You know, come here, do what I asked, or go to your timeout spot. Then if they don't go to that one little timeout spot, they'll go to the big one outside, and it's just not worth it for them to not want to be there.
Yeah.
Good girl, but she's gonna, and it's just a matter of because they use eye contact, she won't be allowed, as the other ones are, not even allowed to stare at another dog. You're allowed to look over in their direction and then look away, but by staring, it's the same as us staring at someone
Yeah.
if you don't know them.
Yeah.
Any
What are
more
you
than
looking at?
3 to 4 seconds, that's right, and 3
Yeah.
to 4 seconds is a neurological response as well in our body
Yeah.
from a fight or flight,
Yeah.
because staring is something that's done out of compassion and love.
Yeah.
It's a known association when we look in
Okay.
our eyes,
Yeah.
and the same as them.
Yeah.
We actually have another physiological response when
Okay.
dogs have their puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
And it's cats, when cats meow, they meow at the same thing that actually triggers the same oxytocin release as breast milk for babies.
Okay.
So they've figured out over evolution that if I make that noise, it makes the parents have a happy thought and they get a positive association because the hormones the cat makes them release. We release hormones when we pat dogs, and
Yep.
when they give us puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
Unlucky for her, I've had too many. I don't fall for that. But yeah, we release the oxytocin and the positive hormones, and that's why we get that feeling when you see the puppy dog eyes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just through evolution they've
Yeah.
figured out
Yeah. How to do the.
how to manipulate us. Exactly right. That's exactly right. And the pawing, when they start giving you paws and stuff, it's a bit of a controlling gesture. They want something. It could be a positive or a negative. How are you doing? Oh, very good. So we're going to do a trick here now. We're going to pat you and you get one. Oh, very good. So yeah, so they basically have all these different responses to different events, and so they're chemical reactions. Our heart rate, this is something I only just learnt a couple of months ago from Tony Armstrong, an ABC presenter. He did a thing on dogs, and they put heart monitors and sensors on the dogs, and when the people with a single dog come into the room and things like that, whether they're stressed, happy or whatnot, their heart rates sync up.
Yeah.
So that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Cricket, be quiet.
You're doing. You're good. I bought a special thing to bribe you to get into the car because I
We've
got a
got
big
some bags of stuff
righto.
for her. I've got a blanket and a t-shirt that smell like me.
Yeah.
Her fluffy bed. I've got a big bag of meat that she eats. It's frozen, and some sugar.
And I've also got there's 2 frozen bags or a frozen bag of meat there.
Brisket.
There's brisket bones.
Yep.
There's everything that we had.
Sure.
And
Oh,
there's
thank you so much.
$200.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'll
Yeah,
use it for
for
fuel and
fuel.
that.
Yeah,
it'll
yeah,
be for
and
there,
whatever
it'll all
else
go
you
on
need it
her.
for, darling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
please.
be on her.
No,
Thank
it's
you
for
that.
what you need.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah. No, we can't thank you enough.
No, more than happy, and it's a weird way. I'm definitely hard to contact, as you would have figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's for an intent of.
Mhm.
It's unfortunately there's just too much stuff out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
If you've got anyone who makes friends, family, or whatnot that make videos and things
Yeah.
along those lines, just like reasonably decent ones on the iPhones and stuff will do it now
Yeah.
because they're the same as they make them everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to invite some people up, and I don't want money from it. They can do whatever they want and stuff, and do like a mini talk like we're doing now.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I've also got a few kid nursery rhymes, which is bite prevention. Like don't pat the puppy until you say safe hello.
Yep.
I'll sing a little bit. Stand nice and still, hands by your side. Backs are straight, our head held high. Ask mum or dad if it's okay for the dog to come play. And it keeps repeating those.
Okay, cool.
And then when dogs growl or make noise, we play with our other toys.
Yeah.
Just because there's nothing out there for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pick it.
Good idea. What a great idea. Yeah. And that it's like, the pool safety song and that, you shut the gate.
I've approached them. You'd be blown away, and because I do most of my stuff for free, like wherever I go and things for rescue groups or people and stuff. The hardest thing that I've ever learned is giving stuff away for free.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing. Everyone thinks there's a catch,
Yeah.
and there's not. It's just I've made a life choice to not
To do
worry
that.
about money, just
Yeah.
deal with the pension. I don't have bills, so
Yeah, yeah.
that's enough for me.
Yeah,
Apart
yeah.
from the
Yeah.
60 kilos of dog food I go through every other week.
Yeah.
But so that nursery run stuff, and I've approached musicians and people and stuff everywhere, and they're all keen. It's a
Yeah.
great idea, and just no result.
Yeah.
Same with the videos. I have people saying that they want to, come up and do this and do that, and it's not their fault. And I'm a big believer in the cosmos,
Yep,
the
yep,
universe
yep,
and stuff.
yep.
It'll happen when it's meant to.
Yeah. We believe in karma. You pay it
Let's get
forward
this
and
working.
that sort of thing.
I'm getting really stressed.
You good? So what we're going to do first is we'll put her in the car,
Yep.
right, and then we'll get the stuff.
Yep.
So,
We
Yeah.
can hand the stuff out the house window on that side.
oh yeah, once she's in there, she's
Yeah.
in the back bit. She'll be in a different section, sort of
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
in the cab, but
Yeah,
in the
cool.
back bit.
All right. What do you need from me?
So, now what we're going to do, in a second I'm going to grab this stuff and we'll go for a walk. She's going to do backflips and be silly and whatnot. I'll turn this off. Good cow. You're being very brave.
It's alright.